ladies and gentlemen, Damian Nelson and the Cause, Frank Cosentino here with the WWE Survivor Series wrap-up. We are at Romines on the south side of Milwaukee where we watch tonight's WWE Survivor Series. David Hero is here off to the side along with the man they call Meathead. However, they didn't make the cut by the production team this week to be on the wrap-up because when the Cause is in town, you got to take advantage of the opportunity to have him on the show. Cause, how are you?
Doing good, doing good.
Fantastic. Well, let's talk about the WWE Survivor Series. It was the 23rd annual event from World Wrestling Entertainment. We did not see much in the way of newsworthy events happen in any of the main events. Firstly, The Undertaker retains the World Heavyweight Championship over Chris Jericho and The Big Show in what was a very slow-paced match.
Very slow-paced, predictable with Undertaker winning, but it was very slow-paced, and I don't know if it was just where the match was at that point, but they tried it. Undertaker, God bless him, he's getting up there in age.
And you can tell now, which is the problem.
Right.
The Undertaker retaining the World Heavyweight Championship. John Cena able to overcome the odds and defeat both Triple H and HBK to retain the WWE Championship. This one, Frank, I thought was very well executed with the early super kick by HBK on Triple H, taking him out of the match, and then the spine buster from Triple H on HBK, taking him out of the match for a little while. And then at the end, everybody's finisher, but the winner was John Cena.
And I guess the question that everyone's going to ask now is this the very beginning of the DX breakup again? Now, they really didn't break up, but will that faction end? And we'll find out on Raw tomorrow evening. But it was a solid match and well done by all three.
And I didn't think we saw much tease of a breakup. I think we saw both men doing what they needed to do to win that matchup.
Right. So we'll see if on Raw they kind of bring that up, or if they just keep the DX thing going for merchandise and whatever. So we'll see.
Speaking of merchandise and whatever, maybe a few less Rey Mysterio masks will be sold over the next few weeks as Batista destroyed Ray with not one, not two, but I believe 3 Batista bombs, and then even finishing it off with a side slam, I believe it was, onto a steel chair. Rey Mysterio clearly going to be taking a little bit of time off, and Batista finishing it off by saying he's embarrassed for Rey Mysterio.
And it's the heel Batista. And it's up to you fans if you're gonna like it or not by your reaction. For me, I don't like it. It doesn't fit.
I do like Batista better as a heel than I ever would as Batista the face.
But yeah, no match really. It was about 10 minutes of that. Batista just buried it.
Let's move on to the traditional Survivor Series matchups, of which there were 3. The first of which that we'll talk about concern the WWE Divas. Team Mickey defeating Team McCool. And I think some of the surprising things out of this matchup, which was fast-paced, lots of quick eliminations, including, much to Dave Hero's chagrin, Gail Kim being eliminated second way out. Yeah. Dave, have you anything to say about that? I think the quote was, "That is completely ridiculous." But anyways, Frank, your thoughts on that matchup?
It was a match just to get up and get your drink and come back. The women work hard, they always do, but
they did better than I thought they would. It wasn't a piss-poor match as I might have expected it to be.
It wasn't.
Beth Phoenix getting a couple of eliminations in that matchup, showing the powerful aspect of her divaness that we have seen over the last few years. Well done, I think, for a Divas matchup, even though it was a bit quicker and more fast-paced than I thought it would be.
Yeah, the Survivor Series style matchup with all the Divas like that, to me, just doesn't fit. But it is what it is, and they did what they could.
Team Miz defeating Team Morrison, and I think the big standout in that matchup would have to be none other than Sheamus. While it was Sheamus, The Miz, and Drew McIntyre, I almost said Cody Deaner, Drew McIntyre, that were able to be the sole survivors in that matchup, it was Sheamus who dominated, including quickly eliminating Finlay in that matchup early on. This was, I thought, a decent matchup.
Yeah, it's not bad. There's a coming out party for 2 wrestlers tonight, and one of them was Sheamus. He came through here with a couple pins at the end, and let's see how this rolls the next couple of months. Coming into the next pay-per-view with Sheamus, this could be his first step into taking things over.
And Sheamus, I think, is certainly, and Michael Cole said it tonight, a future star in the business.
Well, he brought it up with all of those wrestlers at that point, but it looked like Sheamus was the guy that they want to roll with. It's up to you, the fans, to make it that way.
Great matchup from those two teams. Sheamus being the standout in that matchup. The final elimination matchup of the night that we'll discuss was Team Kofi defeating Team Orton, with Kofi Kingston getting the pin on Randy Orton in quick fashion at the end of that matchup.
This was the second coming out party, but this happened on a pay-per-view now for Kofi Kingston, pinning Randy Orton. Now that feud can go on a long time, in my opinion. You'll see now, at least in my opinion, where Orton will get the upper hand at points, and then the two of them with Kofi and Orton have got a good feud going. The fans are enjoying it. They're showing their passion in it, and give Kofi Kingston credit. He's doing the job. Orton doing it also. I like the ending to that, and it's yet another coming out party.
Fantastic job by Kofi Kingston, lest we not forget the performance of Christian in that matchup
coming out party.
The ECW champion, Cal and Dave Hero over there at Shenanigans here in Romines trying to derail the cause. Christian, the ECW champion, while you may not have known it because they didn't mention it very often, but he had a significant showing in that matchup.
Yeah, he did. He did a good job tonight. Again, being on ECW, you get what you can. You're on a pay-per-view, which even helps. So he did a good job tonight.
Overall, your thoughts on the pay-per-view, Frank?
Average. There was some good stuff on it. I liked what they were doing now with Sheamus. I like what they're doing with Kofi Kingston. Give credit, even though I'm not a big fan of Cena. He did a good job. Triple H doing the job again. Overall, I have to give it a grade, like a C+, B- deal. But I'm looking for that wow thing at a pay-per-view. And this is one of the top 4. I didn't get it. But it was.
Well, I think Kofi Kingston and Sheamus's coming out parties really are the stories that you walk away with tonight.
Yeah, from a storyline, but from an actual wrestling, that's what I was waiting for. Was something that you can go, you know what? I'm going to watch this. I'm going to watch Survivor Series because of the moves that I saw that I didn't see tonight, which I look forward to in a pay-per-view.
And lest we not forget, the Survivor Series has historically been in place to set up those next series of feuds going into the Rumble and then going into WrestleMania. I'm not sure if we saw much of that this evening.
Not yet, but they have plenty of time to build up for WrestleMania, especially after Royal Rumble when that comes up. Plenty of pay-per-views in between. What is there, 5, 6, 7 in between?
About 3 or 4.
So, but we'll see. They have time to build it up, especially during the holidays. People aren't. There's so much going on. So,
full results of the pay-per-view are currently on the website pwrshow.com, and we'll have complete discussion about the 2009 WWE Survivor Series this Tuesday night, 10 o'clock p.m. live on 540 ESPN, streaming all over the world, Frank, at pwrshow.com and espnmilwaukee.com.
Now I'm going to go come out and party with Dave.
You're not... Get, go, shoot, away with you. I'm here with the cause. What are we need? Thank you for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, for the cause. The man they call Meathead and David Hero. This is Damian Nelson saying thanks for tuning in to this WWE Survivor Series 2009 wrap-up. We'll see you Tuesday night on the Pro Wrestling Report on 540 ESPN.